First tournament recap of the year. Let's do this. Thumbnail and the title, I'm sure it's giving it away, but this is my first tournament breakdown recap of 2019, and if anyone did pay attention on Instagram as I shared it as it happened, US Open qualifying and Canadian Open qualifying, unfortunately I withdrew from both of them. US Open qualifying, I played 9 holes. Canadian Open qualifying, I played 7.5 holes. My arm just straight up isn't healthy enough to play golf yet. There's still like a lot, that's as far as I can extend my arm right now. I got set back a little bit. I lost a bit of extension by just straining a muscle and not being able to extend my arm. Like, this hurts right now, and there's not a lot of muscle back yet, so trying to swing, it's fine in a practice session for 25 minutes, half an hour, take a break, because I'm swinging very smoothly and in control. Whereas on the golf course, in competition no less, it's one and done, and it's hard to slow it down. I'm still swinging at full speed, but my full speed is not close to what my full speed can be, should be, and that's what's evident in my fitting. So if you haven't seen that video, you kind of hear how we talk about it and get around that. But I tried to play up in Toronto, and on the Monday, the US Open qualifying, it was 32 degrees, raining and cold. So that's just not good for a tight, sore arm, bundled up, umbrella. So there was just no opportunity for me to kind of stretch my arm and get it going. And I couldn't hit, I was chunking everything. I mean, I could hit it off the tee just fine because there's no resistance, but I was just chunking irons short. I think I made a double bogey and 3 bogeys in 9 holes. And chipping and putting it well, which is nice, which is what I've been working on for so long. I was in pain, and I thought, probably do yourself a service, withdraw, rest up for Thursday's round, which was Canadian Open qualifying. Did that, took the rest of the day Monday off, took Tuesday off. Wednesday was my fit, which was an hour and a half of intermittently hitting golf balls, and I was gonna go practice after that, but my arm was way too sore, so that brought us to Thursday. I had a late tee time, at 12:45 tee time, so I woke up early, went up to TPC Toronto, same golf course for both qualifiers. Went up to TPC Toronto, practiced for about half an hour, and felt good. Arm, obviously it's still in pain, but my golf swing's not in a bad place. My head's not in a bad place. Nothing with my game is off, just my arm. Just my body's not letting me. Did that little practice session, then rested for about an hour, and then did my little warm up. And as I got closer to the tee time, the more repetitions I've been making, the more it was hurting. I put a brand new driver in play, and I hit every fairway, which was, except for one, I missed one fairway, the last fairway. I played the 8th hole. Driving it really well. Again, not as much resistance, obviously, with no impact to the turf. Speed's down, so I'm not hitting as far. So I had some long irons into some of these longer par 4s, and long iron swings are what hurt the most. I guess it's not a forgiving golf club, so I kind of thin pulled one into the trees on one hole, and I shanked one on the par 3 7th, and that one really did hurt. So then the 8th hole, I hit driver, and I missed the fairway because I legitimately just, the club flew. It hurt. So that was that. Hit in the hazard, so I drop it. And I think I was 2 or 3 over. So I was playing better. Drop it. So now I'm on a downhill, kind of side hill hanging line. I have to cut it around some trees. And anyone that knows, a cut is a lot of extension, kind of holding it off. And with the ball below my feet, even more so. So, I mean, I hit the shot, hit it great, but impact actually brought me to tears. It hurt so much at impact, and there was a rules official who happened to be there just spotting for that hazard, and he was like, is everything okay, is everything okay? And obviously he didn't know what was going on prior to the last 3 months of my arm, but at that point it was like, I gotta stop. So it sucks. I kind of knew this could have happened. I signed up for these back in February, just optimistically saying, you know, that's past 12 weeks. I should be mobile. I should be strong enough. I should be able to. And for all intents and purposes, I was this close. I mean, they're qualifiers for the Canadian and the US Open. You can't not do it, because I could have been in less pain and managed it and advanced through qualifying. You just had to give it a shot. On the other hand, if this was an actual tournament, mini tour event where I'm putting up a lot of money to try to make some money back, it would be a mistake. And so I'm taking that lesson. I was gonna play a tournament next week in North Carolina on the G Pro Tour. I'm not. I'm just not competitive, and I would be wasting money doing that. So it's time to keep doing what I'm doing, keep strengthening in the gym, work on this mobility, pray and hope that this doesn't stay like this. Like, this hurts. I can push it and extend it, but like this, it hurts, and I don't know where that came from. So all I can do is keep practicing, keep doing what my body will let me do, rest, and be patient. It really sucks. I thought this injury would be just the 3 months from like when I fell to surgery and recovery. I thought those 3 months would be enough to be back 100%, but I'm not. And I've talked to a handful of people who've had friends or they've experienced the same break, and even a year later from falling, they're at like 80% strength. It's just one of those things where when muscles detach from a bone and get repaired, there's just so much that needs to be done to strengthen everything. And when you're swinging a golf club at 115 miles an hour, there's a lot of muscles that are used to kind of stabilize it and brace the arm at that speed at the back, you know, and through the golf ball. So it sucks a lot, but don't fall off a scooter. That's the lesson learned, but it's okay. There's a lot of positives I take away from this. Chipping and putting was lights out. I felt great over the golf ball. I didn't have any doubts, fears, the stuff that I struggled with in years prior. Like, I just did it. Just went up, had fun. I had fun, which was kind of strange. I was very sad after the Canadian Open having to pull out, because it was just a harsh pill to swallow. Like, I'm really behind the 8 ball right now. This really sucks, because you want to be able to compete. You want your body to do what your mind is wanting it to do, but unfortunately I just can't right now. Like, I can curl 10 pounds. I can tricep extension with like 5 pounds. Like, that's how weak this arm is and how far off I am from being able to be 100% strong and healthy. Maybe 4 to 6 weeks window of just busting my butt to get 100%. And at that time, I have tournaments I'm gonna play in July. Like, I've got a 3-week stretch of state opens that aren't coming off the calendar, but maybe before late June, fingers crossed, I could be able to give it a go and get myself tournament ready. In that time, I'm still gonna be practicing. I still can play golf. I'm gonna play skins games, play with friends around town. I'm gonna do what I can just to get myself slowly back into it. Kind of have to crawl before I can walk, before I can run. And this week, coming into these 2 qualifiers was straight up trying to run first. And it was really hard. So that's it. Again, thanks guys for the support, the encouragement, and the well wishes and all that. It really, really does mean a lot. It's firing me up. It's pushing me, and I'm gonna get through this. We'll get through this. We'll keep practicing. We'll keep grinding. Just hopefully you guys can play some tournaments in this time that I can't play tournaments, and you can report your awesome results with me, and I will live vicariously through your experience. So that's it for the first tournament recap of 2019, the first Quest for the Card, what went down video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.